Hello, and you're listening to the Northern Light Life. We arrived right here in the studio, talking about some current events. But before that, you already know me. I'm your host, Drew Mullet, and with me is my very special guest, Braden Schoaf, who's come here all the way from Virginia.
Well, hello, Drew. It's nice to be in here. I haven't been in the North in actually quite a while. And what a coincidence that as soon as I came here, something crazy happens.
Well, you know how politics is. There's always something going on. But anyways, now that we've been introduced you, it's time to give the people what they really want. And we're here to talk about the incident that just happened in Congress a few hours ago. So, Braden, would you like to explain?
Certainly. So to briefly summarize, the Massachusetts State Senator Charles Sumner made a very rude and controversial speech, if you could even call it that, in which he went on and on rambling on how much the Kansas-Nebraska Act sucked. Oh, the Kansas-Nebraska Act is so dumb, and everyone who voted on it is an idiot, and slavery is dumb too, which would have been annoying and time-wasting on its own, but then he goes on to insult the North Carolina Senator Andrew Butler. Now, Butler is the uncle of the Virginia Senator, my man Preston Brooks. Remember that because it will be important later. And I can tell by your face, Drew, that we're already going to disagree on that.
Now there's an understatement.
So, Sumner goes after Stephen Douglas of Illinois, but saves the worst for Butler, who isn't even there to defend himself. Pretty messed up if you ask me. But nonetheless, Sumner calls Butler a lot of insults and names before saying he had a thing for an ugly prostitute, which was a stupid metaphor for slavery. He says all these things with Butler's nephew in the room, by the way. Then, 2 days after the speech, Brooks sneaks up on Sumner while he's doing what else but attaching postal francs to his speech so he can make some money off the sensation. Brooks could have challenged Sumner to a duel, but he knew that would have given Sumner some sense of honor, so he opted to take Sumner down a few pegs. Then he just hits Sumner upside the head with his cane. Sumner goes down. Butler's honor is restored. Congress now knows not to waste time with stupid insults, and America's government gets to run that much smoother.
Wow.
Yeah, Brooks is a hero to the South now.
So they aren't worried that he just put a senator in critical condition for using his First Amendment right?
Well, if you put it like that, then it sounds really bad. But I'll answer your question with a question.
Oh no, I hate that.
Aren't you worried that the people in the Senate will only start calling other people names instead of making actual debates?
Well, I would be worried if the senator's name calling didn't have some element of truth to it.
You can't be serious.
It's just that Southerners do see themselves in a sort of pompous, chivalrous way. And it's pretty ironic that they deal in a trade that's so disgusting and terrible.
Fine, it's disgusting and terrible. Then prove that to me. Don't just insult my character, which would only make me less likely to side with you. If Sumner wanted to abolish slavery, this is a pretty lousy way to do it. It seems all he wants to do is start a war.
But does violence like that belong in the government? It just seems like Southerners just don't want their minds to be changed.
Not just violence, but retribution. And also, don't just say that all Southerners are all arrogant and full of themselves. We just have a different philosophy than you Northern psychopaths. I'd prefer to have some time to read or to enjoy some of the finer things in life instead of dying in a factory accident.
Okay, look, casual racism aside, you just definitely blipped over the fact that a man is in critical condition.
Oh, okay. So if all the people of the South are just arrogant jerks, then that is just fine. That is just how life is. It's only a fact. I mean, you've met every single Southerner, right, since you're so smart. But as soon as I make one observation at the general population by pointing out that generally there are a lot of factory workers in the North, and factories take a lot of manpower and work to keep operational, would you agree?
Yes, but that doesn't...
Let me finish. These factories are also very dangerous. So you work hard, nearly getting killed every day, yet you still keep going. And there are freaking kids in these places, which seemed a bit strange for someone calling me some sort of barbarian, because I actually have morals. Now in the South, we live longer, even our slaves live longer than your factory workers. Why? Because we care about their well-being. Children can't do hard work until they're a teenager, while you guys are throwing them in the machines like they're nothing.
You did not just try to justify slavery because your slaves are treated better. At least our kids can learn to read and write. Our workers get to go out at night. Our workers are recognized as human beings, and we have the choice to not work. You are taking these people, these human beings, telling them that they are lesser than you, that they are put on this earth only to work, and that they will die beneath the boot of the white man. This is so much more damaging to a human being than just working hard to make sure your economy has more than a broken leg to stand on. We have worked hard and strong to build ourselves up. Our railroads have made us more connected and stronger than ever. We focused on something that we can sustain for generations. But take a look across the border. You have nothing to help yourself with. Your biggest partner is us. We stop, you stop. And don't even think about going to Britain to save you. Because when push comes to shove, they're like us. Industry people, and they will turn their back on you. You're alone out here. We own you. So why don't you play nice with that constructive criticism?
I'm done.
Okay.